Several years ago, certain wealthy nations extended invitations to foreign workers, aiming to boost their economies while offering these individuals attractive wages and living conditions. However, as time went on, a growing number of workers flocked to these countries, drawn by the promise of wealth and an affluent lifestyle. The issue began when many of these workers decided to settle permanently, gradually replacing the local population. They started accepting lower wages, which caused a widening gap between the locals and the immigrants. Today, the global migrant population exceeds 280 million, leading to a situation where some countries no longer welcome new immigrants, and even those who have been settled for years are being forced to leave. In today's video, we'll be exploring nations that have taken a stand against immigration. Specifically, we'll highlight the top 10 countries that are restricting immigrants in 2024. But before we dive in, I'd like to remind you that we put a lot of effort into every video we create, so please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. Number 10. Denmark. Denmark, formerly known as the Kingdom of Denmark, is a Nordic nation located in Northern Europe. It lies the farthest south of the Scandinavian countries, positioned northwest of North America, south of Norway, and southwest of Sweden, with which it's connected by a bridge. By 2023, Denmark's population was around 5.9 million. Over the past decade, Denmark's immigrant population has steadily risen, with over 700,000 immigrants residing in the country by 2024, up from 480,000 in 2014. In response to this surge, the Danish government has enacted measures to curb immigration, especially from non-Western nations. Denmark's focus is on preserving its cultural identity and values, with many citizens fearing that a large influx of non-Western immigrants could erode these long-held traditions. Concerns over national security, particularly with regard to global terrorism, have also prompted Denmark to tighten its vetting process for certain immigrants. The government has implemented policies that make it difficult for immigrants, particularly from non-Western countries, to settle permanently or obtain citizenship. These include more stringent requirements for family reunification, tougher language and citizenship tests, and limits on welfare benefits for newcomers. Number 9. Australia. Australia is renowned for its picturesque beaches, marine sanctuaries, aboriginal heritage, cuddly koalas, vast wine regions, and lush rainforests. As of September 30, 2023, Australia's population was recorded at 26.8 million. The country has adopted stringent immigration policies, particularly in relation to asylum seekers and undocumented migrants. These policies are motivated by a combination of political, economic, and social concerns. Australia's government prioritizes secure borders, implementing initiatives like Operation Sovereign Borders, where the military intercepts boats carrying asylum seekers and sends them back. This policy is aimed at curbing human smuggling and unauthorized entries. Those attempting to enter by boat are often transferred to offshore detention centers in countries such as Nauru and Papua New Guinea. The rationale is to deter future arrivals by ensuring that those who attempt illegal entry cannot settle in Australia. The government also aims to protect public resources such as healthcare, education, and welfare by ensuring that immigration is orderly and economically beneficial. Although Australia embraces multiculturalism, there are concerns that large-scale immigration, particularly from diverse cultural backgrounds, could lead to integration challenges. While the policies do not outright ban immigration, they are designed to regulate it carefully, ensuring that those who come into the country do so legally and contribute to its economy. Number 8. Poland. Poland boasts the largest mineral water reserves in Europe and is home to the ancient Białowieża Forest, a sanctuary for species such as wolves and bison. As of April 30, 2023, Poland's population exceeded 37.6 million. Projections estimate it will reach 40.2 million by 2024. Interestingly, in recent years, the population growth has been largely driven by immigrants rather than local births. Poland has taken a firm stance on immigration, particularly with regard to non-European migrants and refugees. The Conservative Law and Justice Party, which currently holds power, has championed policies aimed at limiting immigration from Muslim-majority nations. Many Poles fear that accepting large numbers of immigrants could undermine the nation's cultural heritage and threaten national security, especially in light of the European migrant crisis and global terrorism. While the country remains open to migrants from the European Union or those with Polish roots, it has taken a cautious approach toward non-European immigrants. Number 7. United Arab Emirates, UAE. The United Arab Emirates, a federation of 7 emirates on the southeastern Arabian Peninsula, has a population of around 10 million as of 2024, with only 11% being Emiratis. Dubai, the UAE's largest city, is a global hub where English is widely spoken, despite Arabic being the official language. Although the UAE has more immigrants than locals, the country grants almost no permanent citizenship, and obtaining Emirati citizenship is extremely difficult. The government aims to maintain a demographic balance, ensuring that Emiratis remain a significant portion of the population. Additionally, the UAE is committed to preserving its cultural and religious identity, rooted in Islamic and Arab traditions. While the country relies heavily on foreign labor in industries like construction and hospitality, the immigration system is structured so that these workers are temporary residents, not permanent settlers. Although long-term residency is possible through initiatives like the Golden Visa, it does not lead to citizenship. Number 6. Hungary. Although Hungary is a relatively small country, it boasts stunning landscapes and a wealth of natural resources, including thermal springs. By 2023, Hungary's population had dropped to 9.69 million, down from 9.91 million a decade earlier. Hungary's government, led by the conservative Fidesz party, has enacted some of the strictest immigration policies in Europe, largely in response to the migrant crisis of recent years. These measures are designed to protect the country's cultural identity, which is strongly tied to Hungarian language, history, and Christian values. Many Hungarians support these policies, as they fear that immigration could strain the country's public services, including healthcare and welfare systems. Hungary's approach to immigration is driven by a desire to maintain sovereignty, safeguard its culture, and ensure social and economic stability. Number 5. Kuwait. Famed for its wealth of oil and cultural diversity, Kuwait has a population of 4.86 million as of 2023, compared to 3.96 million a decade earlier. Despite its reliance on foreign labor, Kuwait strictly controls long-term residency and citizenship. Kuwaiti citizenship is reserved for those with Kuwaiti ancestry or those who have made exceptional contributions to the nation. This policy reflects Kuwait's focus on preserving its national identity and ensuring that citizens remain the primary beneficiaries of the country's wealth. Although foreign workers play a crucial role in Kuwait's economy, their rights to settle permanently are limited. Number 4. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, known for its oil reserves, Islamic origins, and Arabian horses, has an estimated population of 32.2 million in 2023. However, very few of the 13.38 million foreign residents have obtained Saudi citizenship. Saudi Arabia's government is determined to preserve its Islamic and Arab heritage, limiting long-term immigration to maintain cultural integrity. Foreign labor is vital to the country's economy, but these workers are typically on temporary contracts and are expected to leave once their employment ends. By restricting long-term residency and citizenship, Saudi Arabia ensures that political control and economic resources remain in the hands of Saudi nationals. Number 3. Japan. Japan is celebrated for its blend of ancient traditions and modern innovations, from cherry blossoms to robotics. As of 2024, Japan's population is estimated at 122.6 million. Known for its strict immigration policies, Japan makes it difficult for immigrants to obtain permanent residency or citizenship. The government emphasizes the preservation of Japanese culture, which is deeply embedded in the nation's language, traditions, and social norms. Despite facing demographic challenges such as an aging population, Japan has resisted relying on immigration to solve its workforce shortages, instead turning to automation and other domestic solutions. Number 2. Bhutan. Bhutan is often referred to as the happiest place on earth, due to its focus on gross national happiness rather than economic output. Its population was estimated at 0.8 million in 2023. Bhutan's immigration policies are highly restrictive, reflecting its commitment to preserving its unique Buddhist culture and environment. The government carefully controls immigration to avoid disrupting the country's social fabric or harming its natural resources. Bhutan remains one of the most closed-off countries in the world regarding immigration. Number 1. North Korea. North Korea, one of the most isolated and authoritarian regimes globally, had an estimated population of 26 million in 2024. The country is highly restrictive when it comes to immigration, viewing foreigners as potential threats to its totalitarian regime. The North Korean government fears that immigrants could introduce ideas that challenge its strict ideological control. The regime tightly regulates all aspects of life within the country, from cultural norms to economic opportunities, and maintains stringent immigration policies to preserve its political dominance.